through 2 plays, run and pass. All they've done is go backwards.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, why you dropped that, man?
That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The 49ers out to punt this one.
My broadcast should be up. That's my full name. I can't post in the chat right now to give to you. Yeah, I'm on YouTube.
We'll take over. And you'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They motion the slot man left. 3rd and short, and it's Daniel. He's got his man right side. It's complete. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Come on, man.
At least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Rhett there. It's 2nd down. Now a give on the ground, angling to the sideline.
Wow.
35. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Commander's 8-yard line. This opening drive going to
No, the normal.
so far. Now
The
they
BS.
got 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. And he's in.
He scored.
Down Washington. Riley Patterson now to have the extra point. And this one is blocked. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. To return is Ricky Pearsall. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Tonight.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Pass caught by Pearsall. And that gets him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Running left, it's McCaffrey. And this will wind up a Niners 1st down. The tackle made about the 43-yard mark.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Here we go. Go.
Fields now.
Wow.
And rush too strong. They're in there in a flat. pass for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. That's his first grab in this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big time quarterback.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. To throw is Fields. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He is knocked down. They stop him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting it into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
Almost hit right.
Here's a second and 9. Here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense, and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running back, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. Now it's a bootleg with Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Fields on second and 10.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. And sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Back to throw is Fields. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. Whoops.
Oh my goodness.
Kyle Shanahan now will turn to his field goal. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the 49ers are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team will let that one go. It'll go to the end zone. It's a touchback.
Why would you lift this up?
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. That one to the the sideline and incomplete. And he notified that it was incomplete. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
It's not touchdown.
Daniels to throw on second down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Daniels now on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold.
All right, come back over here. Thank you. Wait a minute. Wait.
Throwing on second down. Daniels. In trouble. And down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Who is in the...
Now fair catch call, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go, son.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from his defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. In this case, they do it for a loss.
And a mark down just shy of the 40.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles, so often they're asked to do the dirty work, keep the blockers off the linebackers, let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
And they're going to run this down inside the 45.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. He started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing.
As he throws, it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Here we go, son. All right.
Now, Fields. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Niners send their field goal unit on the field. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. I don't think he's able to stay in bounds, and indeed the officials concur. It is incomplete, very nearly a turnover. What can they do here? This is third and forever. From the shotgun on third down. That's over the middle and intercepted.
I would love to see his weapons do
Watch him.
like, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight
Oh, you
coverage,
fine.
a lot of little windows.
6'3", he missed. I missed the field goal. I just picked it up, though.
Over. It's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
No. He's up 6'3". I missed the field goal.
Up until that run, his first half, it's really been tough
I just picked it up, though.
They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
First half.
Got him.
That's Ayuk with it on the left side. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. They'll run here with McCaffrey.
There we go. Just show. Why you couldn't break off a little earlier, man?
Forward for a gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Yeah, man. You had to break off a little quick earlier.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. They run once more with McCaffrey.
Bro.
And he'll lose it. Here, their defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
5 point exactly.
Now Fields. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up first and goal.
And they'll run here.
Come on, man. Tell me you can't bust you there.
Big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd. He slams it in there, and he is in. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. The Pgtg up and good. And the 49ers open the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
That's what makes it a difference between me and a lot of people is that people, me getting back to the battle and be able to starting to adjust and stuff, and I get focused and things like, come on, guys. Yeah, speed's not there, this not there to be able to adapt to, to be able to be competitive in the games. Not everybody do that with Cole. Oh, you ain't got that fast wide receiver, so now blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
A tight end in motion now. Off the play fake. Here's Daniels. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Oh, see, here's that shit again.
now Daniels. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's going to let this one go.
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. He's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear. The reason why
Yeah.
they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, is really just in the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to
Oh,
complete
shit.
less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard
What the hell was
to compete
that?
at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
Fields. He'll let this one go. Deep.
Damn, no.
Whoa.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
On first and 10, here's Daniels. And they'll get about half of what they needed. Pick up the 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down. The game is 6, and it's 2 set downs. He picked up the first down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Our first down throw there is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Niners will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch it.
God damn.
Chance there under a heavy rush. He goes down. And now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining.
That's I didn't upgrade my O-line, so that's all. And then he got pass rushes now, so
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first
Right?
half.
Barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any
Gotcha.
field position advantage,
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Nah, nah, nah. Only him to touch it.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan coaches as our EA Sports. Halftime report. All yours, Coach.
Look at the chat. I look for 10 at dinner. What? So you see...
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter. First set of downs to work with, and it's first down and 10. Throwing is Daniel. Quick throw here is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7.
Oh no, this is back again.
And a nice defensive play there, coming through to make the play in the backfield. It is 3rd and 10.
No.
Daniels now going to throw. He's going to let this one go. And that is incomplete.
we see this time and time again.
You not worthy.
At this point, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions.
You not worthy.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Good night.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Good night.
Play action now for Fields. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
575. Here we go, son.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. That pass play good for 22. It's good for a Niners 1st down. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Johnny Newton there on the stop.
Here we go.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Go.
Fields now. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Son.
To throw is Fields. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Niners send their field goal unit on the field. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Niners will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Now whistles here, and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front. The Commanders set to kick this one away. As this drive quickly stalled out, he's on to punt it away. And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in.
Here we go, son.
McCaffrey now from the pistol. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Monday.
Back to throw is
God damn.
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Come on, bro.
Contact up front.
Yeah.
Get one of the defenders to jump.
Yeah. You're gonna stop that aggressive shit. Yeah. Don't do that again now, would you?
The penalty gets them back where they started, and it is 3rd down
Here we go, son.
and 10. Here's Fields.
Nah.
14 on the pickup. 1st down, 49. A run here with McCaffrey. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Fields to throw. And that is hauled in on the right sideline. Right inside the chalk. A heck of a catch. That is a big gain for the 49ers. And even 30 yards. run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown San Francisco. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. He's going to take a shot down the field. He's done it. And he's going to take this one all the way.
But you see that though, right? He was nowhere near it. Then all of a sudden he got a speed burst.
Extra point by Patterson is good.
See that, right?
And the Commanders will cut the deficit to 7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Here we go.
On the get, it's McCaffrey. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
They bring the tight end in motion. 2nd down, it's Fields. Now he'll run.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield, he doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that 1st down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
Here we go.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you could really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
This pass is caught by Thomas. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Side.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. Now, Fields. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still.
Yeah.
Lost the football. The Niners have got it.
Yeah.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure, and the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip.
Oh,
so
come on. Can't fuck that fucking.
It makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the
My
outside
point,
of the ball,
exactly.
both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
You got to, say hi.
Off the play action, here's Fields. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Here's
Got him.
McCaffrey.
Oh, come on, McCaffrey. You ain't that goddamn slow.
Coming up, they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting.
I mean, I have been running you. I have been giving you the ball a lot, so I give you a pass on that one.
Work the clock or stay aggressive. Try to extend this lead.
And he will score again.
Nah, but he got like over 20 carries already, so you know throughout the game.
Saving his best for the
It don't really matter if you run it like that throughout the game. You're eventually gonna get tired. You got all these
Everything you want
carries.
to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in.
Yeah. Let's try to hold up, guys, because we got a bunch of speed dudes over here, wide receiving, tight ends and stuff.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone inside
Triplets.
So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here first and 10.
All right, he's there.
Throwing that, Daniels. He's gonna
God
air
damn.
this one out. That is hot. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards.
Because it's the same way he's complaining about the freezing on his end, it just froze on mine.
Greg, they are
But
pecking away
it's fine.
at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
But now you can see I haven't picked none of these plays yet on the defensive end. Now I'm a match up.
One score game as they kick it away. Here's Saul, going to return it. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
First down, Fields. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
A lot can go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left.
God damn, why you can't bounce to the outside like I planned for
like
you
the
to do?
balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess
My
the ball,
point, like,
protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock
you
out.
seen that he brought the guys
Here's a
in,
second
and you had a
and
chance to,
9.
like, bouncing outside.
Again, it's McCaffrey.
Like,
Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
nigga, slow.
Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The 49ers out for the punt. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth
I
quarter
know.
lead.
X was the person I was going to, but it did what it did. So I'm glad it wasn't a pick.
Here's first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
Can't hear you.
Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's going to let this one go deep.
No, nigga.
Third
Excuse my language.
tonight, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know
Tony,
one
call me
play
right now.
can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Fields now to throw on first down. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They go play action with Fields. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
And that is incomplete.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
Daniels now on first down. Throwing right, it's taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time, and next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Here we go. Right.
Now it's McCaffrey. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Here we go. Good.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Right. Right.
They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Here we go. Right.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. That is brought in.
Woo! There you go.
Inside the opponent's 35. So, 2 minutes to play. In the
Yeah, that's that man.
Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
And Thomas, we trust.
Here we go, son. Right.
Damn, I just letting dude just bully through.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but it will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Yeah, what, he loses? Like I'm in field goal league.
On the ground.
Good for me. Yeah, that's right.
A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
Yeah.
They need to get this to the
And Thomas, we trust. I'm telling you now.
Here we go. Go.
They'll drop to throw.
Yo, Ref,
That ball incomplete.
no pass interference.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to
it's
continue
good.
to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
It's
Offense
over.
comes off the field after settling for
It's
3.
over.
You always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range,
Because I could play man this whole possession.
but at the
It's
same time, how are we
over.
going to be able to finish these drives and convert for
It's
6
over.
next time we get down there?
I could play man. I could play man.
And 10.
I could play man. Yeah, move him in. Yeah. I could play man.
He'll let this one go.
I could play man.
That ball broke it up. It is
I could play man.
the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Who you telling? They don't want to give me pick. See the day, baby. They want to make sure it's the game to the end.
No, this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end.
That's right. Throw it to that tight end. Yeah, baby.
Nowhere for the offense.
We don't care. Throw it to the tight end.
Outbreaking routes.
We want him inbounds. We want him out of bounds. We don't care.
Everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Slot man in motion left. 3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. He's got his man right side. It's complete.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Randall. You the man.
It's good for a
You the
first
man,
down.
Randall. Yeah, you the
These are the
man.
moments in the game, Mike,
You the
when you
man,
need your
Randall.
best players to come through and make their presence felt. That's exactly what
Nah,
he
if
does
people
there.
got to throw it to
Picks
his
up the
Thomas,
nice
but I'm not
reception,
allowing
goes
Thomas to
short
get the
yards,
open.
and they keep their hopes
Yeah.
alive.
He'll let this
See?
one go. Deep for Thomas. And
See?
this will
I ain't
be
stupid.
incomplete. Brian Thomas stays in at
No,
receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
I ain't stupid. We
So,
not
of
doing
course,
that.
you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those short
Hey,
passes.
yeah, that's right. That's what we
And
want.
they're going to move this ball
Yeah.
inside the 25-yard line. Throwing again. Daniel. Got his
Ooh,
man at the 6. And this is going to be a
I
touchdown.
messed up.
Hold
I thought Thomas
everything.
was on
They
the.
are
I thought
not
Thomas was on the
done
other
yet.
side where I was guarding. So I didn't.
Well,
That was my
step
mistake.
one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they
How you want to do this? You want to kick the field goal? You want to try to go for 2 to get the ball back?
Get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, ain't gonna be easy.
Important spot here for the Commanders as they will go for 2. Keep it in the air.
No.
Here's Daniels.
Don't play that shit.
But something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point.
You have
It
to.
wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
The kickoff unit is out there.
Yeah.
They'll send this one away.
Yeah, we
This
accept
is
that.
tough. You're
It's
trying to give your
over.
guys a chance and time it just
Yeah,
right.
it's
But
over.
you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as quarterbacks down to a knee. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Here we go.
It definitely was. Yeah, we held on. We held out.